How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massa Beer Reviews, back with a little bit of hot butcher up in this piece in the form of the thoroughly new, this be a Chinnok, Citra, Mosaic, and Strata hopped IPA, 6.5% alcohol by volume, and as per classic hot butcher stylings, ooh, it's a collab Perennial ales. I did not notice that until I looked in the back. Love Perennial artisan ales, man. Oh God, what, Vermilion barley wine with some thyme on it, or the barrel aged version. Oh, so good. Anyway, this is juicy pineapple, pleasant dank, and bright tropical. So yeah, okay. I dig on this. Let me Perennial. Did not notice it until I looked at the back. So anyway, so you're talking about a 4-hopped hazy IPA, 6.5, what I think IPA should be at ABV wise. Label wise, just good Jetsa, man. Better than good. Awesome Jetsa. You know, bunch of boxes and stuff, and a pot, and legs. I know that sounds like disparaging, like I'm being, sarcastic about liking it, but I actually do. Anyway, man, it looks pretty. It's got this soft kind of peach juiciness to it. Just looks so pretty, so fantastic. Yeah, index finger. You always get a much bigger head on these kind of deeply concave curving in glasses. So the head's probably not indicative of what most people are gonna get. So index finger, pretty uniform, like large to microscopic bubbles from top to bottom. Has this nice soft kind of like peach juice, kind of pear juice, kind of haze to it. Yeah. Looks like a nice hazy. It's got a nose. I notice I can create like an infinite crazy vacuum in this glass too. I'm like literally just like snort the bubbles up into my nose, which is pretty fun. This smells awesome. I'm gonna cheat. Yeah, the pineapple, the dank tropical. There's something there that isn't on that list, and I'm not quite sure what it is. I don't know if it's placebo effect, but I kind of want to go like peach juice here. But everything on the label, I mean, they're tasting notes. Their notes they throw in the back of their cans are usually pretty spot on. Rarely are they widely off, but there's something else to this, like that peach note or something like that, that really kind of just steps out to me. So the dank in here is more of a slightly kind of good beast or weedy dank. It's not like a piney like dank, at least in the nose. And it has that pineapple for days. That really is the kind of largest kind of aromatic in the whole beer. But there is that soft, peary, peachy, pear juicy thing kind of going on here that kind of has me intrigued, and I'm kind of not sure what's going on. So I'm just going to dive into it and see what's what. Cheers. Yeah, see, that kind of made me think more about that. It really does come off as like a Bosch pear kind of thing, like a white Bosch pear kind of thing going on. And I like it. I'm not going to poop on it. But there also is something else about it. When you get to that weedy, danky portion of the show, I know this is going to sound like super weird stuff, but there's almost like a smokiness to it. I don't know why that's there either. It's not aggressive. It's not in your face, but it kind of just exists there. So I can't go without mentioning it. I started some of that foam, so now I got to sneeze. Okay. Excuse me. So yeah, this is fun stuff. This is pretty aggressive stuff. And it kind of toes the line between what some of the hazy IPA I get from some of the better breweries, but it has this kind of twist, this hot butcher fucktuggery thing, this little bit of kind of a zigzag. It ends up being not just fun, but beefy. I know I'm all over the place in this beer review, but it's like when I talk about these ABVs and these beers, and I talk about these beers, I'm trying not to sneeze again. That's why I'm being weird. Okay. Don't snort this beer. I'm going to sneeze like crazy. Anyway, when I talk about these beers that are like, hit below their weight class or hit above their weight class, this beer's hitting way above its weight class. It drinks way more like an 8% beer than a 6.5% beer, and I kind of dig that. But the way that pineapple marries well with that, what I would assume, what it comes off to me as more of like a boshy pear kind of juicy thing, in combination with that little bit of weedy dankiness that has, again, a odd little smoky component to it that is probably just me making shit up in my brain, but I'm going to say it because it comes to my mind and comes to my tongue. Fun beer, which is kind of what you expect, or what I expect from Hop Butcher. You know, if they're not going to give me visceral knee-jerk deliciousness, at least give me something that is interesting that I want to drink. When you combine them both, you end up with something pretty damn tasty. So yeah, let's talk about this beer. Is this one of the better IPAs that I've had this late? Yes. Is it Mount Rushmore status? I don't think so. I don't know, but it's worthy of being in the conversation, and it's just fantastic beer in general. I like this. I'm not going to turn this beer away. I have another can. Can't wait to drink it. Value and availability. Let me guess on these. I'm going to start saying I don't know and just guess. I'll be like, value and availability, my guess on this beer, it would be $17, $18. I would want this more at $15, but I understand the dynamics, collab, a lot of hops, yada yada. People let me know what's what and leave you with, if you like what will you like this beer. If you like Hop Butcher. I mean, I know that's kind of like on the nose and you're like, no shit, Sherlock, they made the beer, but this is one of those beers where there's a little bit extra going on in Hop Bill. It's not like creating a new genre of IPA. There's not something that hasn't been done before, but there's a subtle combination here that just comes off unique enough for me to enjoy it. I think that's the core of a lot of these hazies. There's so many duplications of the same beer over and over again. When you get something that has at least the illusion of variance to this degree, I find it interesting, especially when it's done well, and that's what this beer is. So if you like those things, there's an S there, you'll like this beer. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this train record review. I'm sniffling, I'm sneezing all over the place. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive if you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a little bit of collab goodness right now. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers.